This is the Tech Prep class, ISS, Information System Support. There's 5 major areas that you can work on in this class. Web design, programming, graphics, both 2D and 3D, A+ computer certification. That's where you're going to tear the computers apart, rebuild them, install them, perform maintenance on them, and networking. Networking's a big deal anymore, connecting everybody with the internet so that everybody can share information around the world.
They're very interesting. There's several different areas in this class, and you get to choose. This class has just made me realize that this is actually what I want to do for a career, and I want to further my education in this field, and I want to go far with it.
Okay, this is our masonry program. This is a 1 or 2 year program, and what we do in our first year, we learn the basics. We learn the skills of how to use the trowel, how to use our levels, and also how to lay brick, block, stone, and tile.
The lab's really great. It gives you a lot of hands-on experience. You do more with your hands, and there's not much book work.
We go into our senior year. What the students will do at that point is they will get a little bit more into detail. They will learn how to construct brick veneer, block work, and also on how to construct small buildings.
Well, instead of going to the classroom and learn in the book every day, we come out here, we mix mortar, we set up our own projects, we get blueprints, we go over how to build them, and then we pretty much get turned loose and we build them the best we can. We get good enough with the blueprints and stuff, we get to go to contests.
We're going to what's called the Masonry Skills Challenge, which will have 4 of our senior students going and competing against apprenticeship guys, so they won't be competing against students, they're going to be competing against adults. And the main reason for this contest is for employment for the students once they graduate out of this program.
The everyday class, as a junior, you will come in at 8:30, and you're with me from 8:30 until 11:10, which is half your school day. In the mornings they come in. Sometimes we'll do what's called related theory. Most of the time we'll come in and put our work clothes on and go straight to work. And most of the welding program is a hands-on process. You're in here with me 2 to 2.5 hours a day with your work clothes on, your leathers on, welding.
You learn the different phases of welding, different types of welds. We learn by doing everything hands-on. We learn by our teacher showing us demos.
The career opportunities in the welding program are endless. Last year, out of 18 students, we placed 14 of them in jobs throughout Sauter County. I've placed students everywhere from a small machine shop or a weld shop, have students go to a short course and go into the underwater welding industry, which in the underwater welding industry you can make upwards of $100,000 a year your first year. So the opportunities are great. We also have all the local unions. Some of our students are going into the plumbers and pipe fitters, the boiler makers, sheet metal workers, iron workers. So the career opportunities are at this point really endless.
Your first year in cosmetology, you'll learn how to do cuts, styles, tinting. A week in cosmetology it's pretty much fun. All your friends are in here and you do different styles, haircuts, different things every day, so it's not the same thing.
Either in the morning or the afternoon, you are in what's called lab, and during that time you actually do hair and you do live customers. If you don't have a customer, you work on a mannequin.
I wanted to join this program because I want to learn how to do hair and actually learn how to do it good. Each year you do a project, it's called Avant-Garde, and you make the hair into different shapes, anything you want it to be. Last year I did a parrot, which was completely awesome.
Social gatherings, they are parties, and it's where the juniors and seniors get to meet each other and socially network together about once a month. And we have lots of food.
8:30 we go to work. They basically for 2 hours, once you know what your job is, you know what you're doing, you're on your own, you do your job, and I just circle around and watch and check and make sure you're doing all right.
We learn about all the tools, all the safety reasons about every tool. You learn saws, hand saws, table saws, all kinds. There's about everything in there that you need to know about. John, your radio will tell you.
And then we go and move on to the outbuildings and sheds, which we build them like regular residential construction. They're real good little buildings. The boys enjoy building them. They get to sell them, get the money back, and do it again. You're learning motor skills and how to use your hands, how to work, how to be on construction sites, how to be around other people. It's a 2-year head start.
My favorite project from being here would probably have to be the house so far. We came in, we did the floor. That was pretty neat. Learned a lot of stuff about that. Learned how to frame up walls. I mean, everything like that. That's all fun. I like doing all of it. I like building things.
The dental assisting program is set up to get the students a job as a dental assistant or to go on to college to maybe get a degree in dental hygiene. A dental assistant is the person that works alongside the dentist. They have to be able to pass instruments to the dentist. They are responsible for mixing any of the dental materials. They have to keep the teeth clean whenever they're working. They have to be able to take x-rays. So this program is set up so that anything that's covered in dentistry, we have to cover it.
I really like polishing teeth. That's my favorite thing because you really get to you really do your own thing in that. You have a ring of cleaner on your finger, and then you have the handpiece, and you dip the handpiece in it and you do the model's teeth, and then you always have a partner that comes behind you and vacuums out their mouth and sprays them down and make sure they're not drooling all over the place and stuff like that.
Okay, the junior year is set up more to learn the basics such as dental anatomy, learning how to take care of the teeth, what affects the teeth, the diet and the nutrition, and basic restorations like how to fill a tooth. The senior year is geared more towards different dental specialties like orthodontics. They learn how to place brackets, they make retainers. Endodontics, learn how to do root canals, all the procedures that are involved in root canals. So it's more specialized.
We have 2 sections here, the industrial and commercial, and then we have the motor control or control wiring section. We start you out with the basics. Nothing more than light switches, parallel circuits, series circuits, which is something you would totally understand after you become part of this course.
At your home school, your classwork's a lot different. You have to do a lot of your stuff by yourself. Here you can get help from each other, which helps a lot because you'll find out easier ways to do things, better ways to do things, and how to make it neater and done right.
It's very hands-on. You get to come in here every day and actually work and do what you're going to be doing in the job field. They teach you a lot of stuff from like the different switches to like doorbells and heaters and everything. And they will help you over and over until you feel comfortable with it. You're having fun. It's not just like you're coming out here like regular school, you get set in classroom all day. You come out here, you get to work hands-on, and you get to do stuff that's fun, and you enjoy it.
If you enroll in this program, you will learn how to distinguish body parts. You will know how to straighten automotive body parts. You will learn how to weld the various welds. Welding is a very crucial part that we have to do in auto body. You'll also learn how to feather edge, body fill, and the final aspect of painting.
The school buys several cars, one about every year, sometimes 2. We fix them up and they use them for school transportation.
Every day whenever you show up, we'll do a little circle brief time
We'll discuss what's going to happen during the day. Everybody will have their own jobs that they'll do. We'll discuss what the next step will be. I kind of stay a little later and check everything out and have a little list made. That way in the morning when you come in or the afternoon, you'll know exactly what needs to be done.
My favorite project this year was the 2007 Ford Mustang. It's red, it's got black racing stripes, it's got stripes down the side. It had been wrecked, totaled. We clipped it and it had to be finished welded my junior year. And I started working on it early on in the year because I was pretty good with a welder. And we finally got it done. It's now being used as a school car. Haven't had no problems with it since we got it fixed.
What they're doing today is learning to repair brakes. We're replacing brake lines, turning rotors, replacing brake pads, brake shoes. Then we go to wheel balancing. We learn how to change the tires on a tire changer. We do front end alignment, which is going on this morning. We do toe-in, caster, camber, and we do transmission work and engine work as a senior class. Get into things a whole lot deeper.
The instructor is Mr. Hall. He's been a great influence on me and some of the other guys. Mr. Waters next door in Auto Body, he comes over and helps us. A lot of great things to learn over here. As a junior, you get into the basics of a motor, get into the basics of how a car operates, and a lot of fun things to do, and it's pretty interesting to learn how a car actually works. There's more to it than what most people would think.
I let my guys come bring their vehicles in, their family's cars possibly, or teachers' cars and my cars. Once they have learned any area, any aspect of the car, I let them practice then on their own car, but they have got to go through my program first in each area before I let them touch a live car.
My favorite project at CTC Auto Tech would be the S10. We had to replace the gas tank and change the gas filters. It runs pretty well, but we're still working on it. We'd like to get it fixed up better than that.
Here at the Building and Property Maintenance program, there's a wide variety of things. The students, when they come out here, you'll be running zero-turn mowers. We do a lot of outside work, landscaping, groundkeeping.
I love this program because I like getting hands-on and I like building stuff and working outdoors.
I like being on this program because it's not a certain type of program. It's everything. So whenever we're working on something, everybody else is doing a specific thing. We are doing more of a variety, so we learn different things instead of one thing.
One of the main projects we do every year is we build a hunting cabin. It's a cedar-sided hunting cabin, really nice. We finish it inside. We have a restroom in it, shower, a bedroom, a loft area. It's a real good, it's a real fun project. The boys take a lot of pride in it.
Okay. This is the Care and Guidance of Children program. It's a 2-year program for juniors and seniors. What we do is we run a daycare or a preschool for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. They are here all day. They come Monday through Thursday. They don't come on Friday. We teach them their science, their math, their language. We're more a preschool than a daycare.
With the kids, I like to teach the kids, and because it makes me feel better about myself, and it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something for them in the future, because as age 3 or 4, they act how they're going to act for the rest of their lives. And if we can make them act good and well, then we made them better as a person.
I think my favorite thing here is when they sing. Like when they do their little songs and stuff. Like I teach them one song, but I like it when they learn their songs and like the little songs we used to learn. That's like my favorite thing here.
Criminal justice, it's a 2-year program. As a junior, you basically learn the fundamentals of law enforcement. that side of the criminal justice part, laws of arrest, search and seizure, building searches, self-defense, physical conditioning, first aid, the Ohio Vice Code, how to read and interpret the laws.
Classes as a student, they're actually pretty fun. We usually do about an hour of work in the classroom, learning different things like laws of arrest and search and seizure and stuff like that, all the book work. And then we do about an hour of physical conditioning. Then after that, we usually go out for an hour to do work security on different points around the school. We have all different kinds of workouts. Mr. Cox and Mr. Edwards generally allow us to have freedom with our workouts. We have the bench press, but we do butterflies with a bunch of free weights and dumbbells. And so we can go anything from bench press to squats to sit-ups and push-ups.
So if you're wanting to get into anything in the criminal justice field, whether it be military, corrections, law enforcement, security, this is a good place to start. We start here and then we keep building upon it. Some students leave here and they go into private security and that's all they want to do. That's fine. Other people come back and go through our police academy. So come on out and see us.
The medical office management class is designed to prepare students to go to work in a medical office or a healthcare related field. The program includes coursework or highlights such as medical terminology, Microsoft Office, Medisoft software, records management, all of the coursework and curriculum that would be required for a student to go and be very successful in a medical office or a healthcare facility.
What I enjoy most about this class is that it is a pathway for me. I want to go into nursing, and it is a pathway into that. I learn the terminology that I need to learn for nursing, and I learn a lot of basic skills that will help me go far in my career.
But we try to run it just like it's work, not like it's a classroom. It's just like they're actually going to work and working in an office.
But some of the things we do in this class, we're very diverse. We start out with obviously safety in every aspect, and we do like heating and air conditioning, plumbing and pipe fitting, we do welding. We've got some carpentry that's involved. We do hydraulics and pneumatics and motor control, electricity. We've got so many different things that we do here in our class. Some of the projects that we do in industrial maintenance include building a building. One of the first things that you do as a junior is to learn carpentry skills, and we will build a 10 by 16 shed building, and we will auction that here at the school, and they'll come in with a big truck and haul it off.
My favorite thing in the class would have been when we went and worked in the boxing gym in Portsmouth and we got to paint. I got stuck painting my own room, and I got to paint just different parts of it the way I wanted to paint it.
One of the other things the school allows us to do, more so than any of the other programs, is we leave the school many times and do jobs away from the school, and the students seem to like that real well.
The real good thing about this part of the Allied Health program is we teach nursing assistant, and then we also teach patient care technician. So with that, that gives them the opportunity, they get state tested as nurse assistants, and they can work in a long-term care facility, hospital, doctor's office.
Allied Health is a lot of fun. We get to do a lot of hand-on-hand experiences, a lot of skills like making the beds, inserting indwelling catheters.
The junior level, they're in a class called Healthcare Core, and they get the opportunity to explore many different careers in healthcare. They can job shadow at the hospital, also at an animal clinic if they're interested in the veterinary portion. And those students, they learn a lot about different careers in health. They also get certified in first aid and CPR.
Actually, my favorite aspect's just doing, going to job showing, like radiology, or we get to see a lot of, like when I went to like the animal clinics, I got to see a live surgery on a cat, which was really cool. He was taking his organs out and putting them back in, which was a first time for me.
And they are learning phlebotomy, which is the art of drawing blood. And they first practice here in the lab with mannequin arms, and and then they progress to actually drawing blood from each other, and they will start clinical in 2 weeks at our local hospital in the outpatient labs, and they'll be drawing blood along with the phlebotomist there on real patients who come in to have their blood drawn.
We're not just about school. We're about equipping you with the skills you need to live your life. So come check us out. We're Cyber Tech.